Hello, YouTube fans. This is wait. What? There we go. I think that's much better. Hello, YouTube fans. This is TheSkullKlown. Now, I want to talk about something. Um, if you haven't been noticing, there's been a few stuff happening. With the whole Saudi Arabia and China with that. If you haven't noticed, but I'm not here to talk about that. I'm here to talk about the fact that um I'm here to talk about the fact that these orcs, that these wicked ones, are literally telling you um that literally I was in my grandparents' house, right? And then the news, literally I was laughing in my head because the news literally said that um they're bringing the mask back, not because of the thing, because of other things that were happening basically. And I also saw an article that literally said that the atmosphere, the oxygen of the planet is decreasing rapidly, and half of the population of the people on the planet would be gone, basically, which the orcs are telling the people that, obviously. And then in the article, it's funny. The article is saying that, oh, don't worry, it would take about 2,000 years or 24,000 years, some bullshit number. They want to give. You know, you know how they are. But it's funny. They would say that shit. I remember reading it, and I'm like, you would say 20 or 2,000 years, 24 or 20,000 years that, oh, this won't happen until like this year and shit like that. But yet you're talking about it in this time frame. Why does it matter in this time frame if it was going to matter 2,000 years before 2,000 years. You know, you gotta think about that shit. It's true. You got to think about that shit. These are some things that people don't think about, and the fact that they're trying to bring the mask back and everything like that, and then they talk about this radiation that's happening. For kind of loud, they even talked about it on TV. Seriously, on the news, when I was at my grandparents' house, the news literally was saying that, oh, um, we need things to keep off the radiation and shit like that. Things to things to do to keep off radiation and stuff like that. They were talking about shit like that, and I'm over here like, you, and I'm over here like, it's funny. You guys want to talk about Christmas? You're over here talking about snow, but then all of a sudden, you talking about radiation and it's getting too hot, and then it's like, oh, if you want to stay safe from the radiation, here are a few tips. Motherfucker, it sounds to me that there's not going to be no snow and you try to make it happen, okay? And we are the co-creators of this shit. Hold on. Okay. Anyways, so there are things in this planet that people are that you should be noticing. All right, we are not that far away right now, guys. We are not that far off. We really are not, as you can see right now. If you haven't been noticing, these orcs and whoever that was walking with these fucking orcs, insectoids, reptilians, these Palladians and all that shit. All these wicked ones are going to pay for their crimes against the original people, against nature, basically. And that's what's going to happen. All right? There's a lot of things that are happening around the planet that are literally like, you might call it sinkholes, but they're just meteors that fell down from the sky. Yeah, it doesn't look like it. It looks like a big giant hole that just popped up. Like that. The only thing something like that could happen is someone literally fell from the sky, crashed into it instead of like a you know how someone would crash land like in like almost like on the ground like this, but no, it went straight through, basically. So it could be of so many things, obviously, but you just got to think of like you just got to think about you guys the time frame that we're in, and you also do got to think that we have brothers and sisters out here that are coming. They're already coming. Some of them are already here. They've been here for a while, but they're going to show themselves more and more and more, mainly because we finally brought this energy down here. All right, the people that have been meditating, doing the work, building, and all that stuff. This is what's happening. We have done this, guys. Okay, we have done this shit. We have done this stuff. Congratulations, pat yourself on the back. To be honest, we have done this. We did something that a lot of people thought that we did a lot of things that we did. We did this. Okay, We did this so much that some beings around here thought it would never happen. They didn't want it to happen. And other people thought that, oh, it would have never happened in my lifetime. Even though even though they were told that it would happen around this time frame, and also they tell you in the History Channel too, from one documentary that I found, um, they literally say, well, this happened in our lifetime when they talk about the Book of Revelation and stuff like that. So basically, the Book of Revelation is basically what is happening right now. Basically, what these orcs are trying to what these orcs made, basically. So if you look at the Book of Revelation, it's basically their destruction. So any religious folk out here, I'll just need to say that look at that. That literally tells you, like you look at that and you be like, oh my god, oh, when's that gonna happen and shit like that. It's happening right now. But if you are original person, if you're Corbin person, Afro person, then you have nothing to be scared of. To be honest, the only time that you should be free for something like that is that if you fucked us over, basically. But if you didn't do that, then you should be good. To be quite honest with you. So, hold on for a minute. Okay, guys. So there's so many we have done a tremendous job, and we're still doing what we need to do. We're still working on it. We're still doing what we need to do. We're still walking, basically, and we're not gonna stop. Just so you know, guys, we are not that far off. We're not that far off. Even Kalai, on one of his videos that I saw, he literally was like, "You guys can, the people that know. The people that don't, let them not know. Let them be cognitive dissonant. Obviously, like Remedy says, let the sleeper sleep." And Kalai was basically like, this is, you guys could do whatever you guys could do. Basically, enjoy the rest of this shit, basically, because it's basically done. And I'm like, yeah, it really is. So I guess I could say enjoy the system while it lasts, because it's not it's literally, guys, it's nothing. Like, I'm looking at it and I'm just like, it's nothing. It's nothing. It's literally nothing. And they're all freaking out. Okay? These motherfuckers are freaking out. They all. Alright? Remedy H even pointed out, don't be surprised. Like, Remedy H pointed out that there was going to be brothers and sisters fucking flying in the sky. Like, don't be surprised, don't be scared and shit like that, which is true. Don't. And I made a video about that um on its own, anyways, so I don't have to talk about it here. But still, I wanted to point that out because it's more emphasize of what I'm trying to convey here, because it is happening where you either see it or not. Okay, this is happening. This is actually happening, and sooner or later, a lot of people won't. They won't be able to deny this because it'll be in their face. All right, and in a way, it's already in their face. But sooner or later, it will be more in their face because there'll be a lot of stuff around them that is literally falling down, being destructive. And then obviously, if they go to work, how are they going to go to work when meteors are literally flying through the sky, and brothers and sisters are flying through the sky, and other beings are flying through the sky, and you have military people fucking trying to shoot our brothers and sisters, and then try to shoot us because we're trying to face them and shit like that. It's crazy, guys. How is anyone going to do anything normal or try to convey back to normal if shit like that is going to happen in their neck of the woods? Seriously. No, you guys gotta think about that shit. Seriously. Because it's not. Because this is something that I have thought about plenty of times. Because people think that, oh, certain things might happen in certain parts of the world, and then I'll just keep doing what I'm doing here. I'm like, who said that? Who told you that? No, this is going to happen in every globe. I mean, this is going to happen all around the globe, all around the globe. There won't be no start on turn that's what is happening, at least in this realm. All right, seriously. And by the way, other beings that are over the ice walls, they're going to come over here. All right, seriously, seriously. All right, don't be surprised if that happens. Okay, seriously. Already there's just so many stuff that people are getting prepared for. All right, I'm dead serious. There's already brothers and sisters up there that are getting ready to literally dive in, basically. All right, look at Grandma H's videos and shit like that. Shout out to that brother. You know, look at some of Kalai's videos and shit like that. This shit, when he's showing videos of the moon and the sun, and then you see stuff behind the sun and everything like that, or behind the moon. Come on, guys. Come on. You know, how much, how much, how much shit do you need to realize that this is done? This is it. It is done. It's done. You can see the writing on the wall. You know, I mean, I saw it a long time ago, but obviously there were steps that had to be taken. You know, I had to understand and understand that because sometimes I always forget. I do, and some people forget about that too. There is steps to this stuff when it happens. All right, because it's not because I know a lot of people just want to happen right away, but when it comes to that shit, how we gonna how we gonna get used to the energies that are around you? If it just immediately happened, we just be like fumbling with a whole bunch of shit that we just be like, holy shit, and then all of a sudden there'll be a war right in front of us that we just stumbled in instead of being like, oh, okay, all right, I'm feeling this energy, I'm feeling this energy. Why? Because it took its time. You see? You gotta appreciate certain things like that, all right? And why that's happening, you keep meditating, you keep knowing thyself, keep building and stuff like that, you know. And a little quote from Harry Potter, from which was from the character Dumbledore. Um, it's not good to dwell on dreams and forget to live, and it's true. Seriously, don't forget to live. All right, seriously. Because we're here in this lifetime to live too. Know thyself also, wake up and know thyself, but don't forget to live. Live your life. Live your life. Seriously, man. Eventually, we're going to be immortal anyways, baby. Seriously. All, the physical world is not going to be what it is anymore soon. And that's a beautiful thing. That is a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful thing. Okay? And don't be surprised that these motherfuckers will try to do anything, any tactic. Don't be surprised. They're very tactical sometimes, man. They could be like that. They can. They could be like that. They could be sneaky motherfuckers, but they also are tactical because they're not. They're stupid, but they're not stupid. Stupid. The reason I say they're stupid is because they try to fuck with us, and now look what happened. Now they're getting fucked. Now they're getting fucked over, as they should. As they should. Because they don't deserve to be in this planet. None of you motherfuckers don't deserve to be in this planet. None of you do. Alright? The only people that are supposed to be in this planet is the people that were born in this planet. That I should not even say born, manifest themselves here, baby. Because they created everything that was around here. Okay? We manifest ourselves. Okay, guys? Seriously. I don't even have to I don't even have to mention that. Because if you know, you know. If you don't know, then you still got a lot of things to learn, which is fine. We still got some people still have a lot of things to learn. You know, I've seen older brothers and sisters that talk about things. I'm like, you just figure that out. I've been doing that for a long, long time. But hey, I'm a sacred clown, so sacred clowns are very important in people's tribes. Very important. They're always right next to the queen and king. Always. Always, always, always. Not because, oh, they're just gonna crack a joke for them so they can laugh. No, no, no. We didn't. Nah, that wasn't that shit. Okay? Seriously. Seriously. I even made a video talk about some of the sacred clown stuff, which I will do a part 3 soon. But literally, one of those videos, it said, a brother pointed out that, you know, these beings, like every time they try to fuck with the pharaoh and the queen, basically, they did that, but every time they try to fuck with the sacred clown, they couldn't. They were so fucking terrified of the sacred clown because the sacred clown saw everything. They saw everything that these motherfuckers were trying to throw at them. Not to say the queen and king didn't. Not to say they didn't. But there's a reason why the sacred clan was always with the king and queen. Alright? Seriously. Because sometimes when the king and queen got a little bit hostile, we looked at them and we were like, oh, you gonna do that? Oh, yeah, yeah, hold on, let me just do this too. and then this shit would happen. You know, kind of kind of like being sarcastic, but also showing them at the same time that, hey, if I did that too, this would happen. And then they will look at them and be like, oh my god, you shit. That's what it was supposed to be. Sometimes we didn't even have to even talk to them to convey that. Sometimes we just had to do things and they look at it and be like, holy shit, you open up my eyes just by you just doing your shit, just living your life. Seriously. That's how powerful we are, man. People don't understand and understand how powerful sacred clowns are, to be quite honest with you. Okay? It's been ridiculed and made fun of, obviously. Same thing with the so-called black people and so-called Afro-Hispanic people with the whole, menstrual shows and all that with the blackface and stuff like that, and big lips and shit like that. Even though you see busk like of people that are um was it dark carbon, basically really dark carbon instead of light carbon like me, dark carbon that made busts of themselves with big lips because that's what they look like. They had big lips. Some of them that had big lips. Not all of them did, but some of them did. You know, so some people just look like that. Not all of us did, but some of us do. So you know, so anything else I can mention that I'm trying to remember? Let me see here. Let me see. Maybe let me see here. Let me see. Let me see here, guys, because let me check on Facebook real quick because I usually post stuff on my page here. So before I decide to close this video off, might as well see what I see what I can talk about here. Get a refresher, basically be like, oh yeah, that's right, that. So because come on, like showing me all of this stuff, like I just okay, like can you stop showing me this shit? Jeez, God, so freaking ridiculous. So let me see. Yeah, the if you want to know about that the oxygen level thing, the oxygen dropping thing, hold on, let me check. Okay,